A daycare owner from Bastrop sentenced today after admitting she made false claims to FEMA after the 2011 wildfires. As part of a plea deal, the judge ordered her to pay back the government. KXAN's Robert Maxwell has been following this story for the last 7 months.
Ginger Rowe appeared in federal court Thursday to greet the end of a long legal journey.
Ms. Rowe, any comment?
Ginger Rowe was indicted last December 4th, more than a year after the devastating fires in September 2011. The fires killed 2 people, burned nearly 1,700 homes and businesses, and caused $325 million in property damage. Like many whose lives were disrupted by the tragedy, Rowe applied for FEMA aid. The flames ravaged her 1-acre property here at 120 Harmon Road. It's part of the Forest Lane subdivision, a small rectangle of land that cuts into the south end of Bastrop State Park. We first visited Rowe's plot last January. The ugly scars of the fires still showed plainly. The federal indictment says Ginger Rowe requested benefits related to the federal disaster declaration. It goes on to say the declaration she made about residing in the trailer home that occupied this lot at the time is false. Before the fires, Ginger Rowe ran a daycare here called Kids Country, but she claimed she lived here too. The federal indictment states she actually resided at a different location. Rowe's current address is not listed, but her name, along with the daughter's, is on ownership documents for this separate 24-hour daycare business about 9 miles away. A former neighbor of Rowe's told us off camera last January that before the Kids Country business burned, Rowe had worked very hard on it.
It looked nice on the outside. She had play equipment. She was also improving it, adding more playscapes and little gardens.
And the memories of that place are captured on this Google Earth image from before the fires. A tidy property listed in Bastrop County appraisal reports as residential, now gone. And its caretaker, seen here in her Facebook images, now carries the weight of a federal court sentence into what are supposed to be her golden years.
I think she's it's very, very painful for her to accept how she deceived herself.
In Austin, Robert Maxwell, KXAN News.
During today's hearing, Rose said she did not intend to defraud the government. She told the judge the last few years have been difficult, saying, "I was trying to get my life together." Rose did receive sympathy from prosecutors who urged the judge to give her a lighter sentence than the guidelines suggest. The judge ordered her to pay back the government $30,000 and perform 100 hours of community service. Rose will also be on probation for 5 years.
And that is similar to the punishment another man who pleaded guilty to defrauding FEMA 2 years ago received.
A third man, Roy Albert McDougal, Jr. of Spicewood, will be sentenced next month after pleading guilty to similar charges.
The maximum sentence anyone can receive for making a false claim to the government is 5 years in prison and a fine. In Rose's case, that fine could have been as much as $250,000.